It's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Trojans will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Oregon Ducks offense takes the field for the first time today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, Dave, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside.
Breaks into the open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snagged out of the air. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to throw on third down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. So the USC Trojans offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's rolled. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Ivory. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past in Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sick of them since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Mississippi State. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Strickland. Fires on the move. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got the first down and more. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Working that left side. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. To the air, it's Strickland. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field, throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Unloads quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Justin, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wants to throw on third down. Hauls it in. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Oh, it's a reverse. Plows through the defense. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You gotta love it. The offense dials up a little misdirection. Go in one direction, then they give the ball back the other way. This is a great way to get the ball to your speedsters, to your playmakers. They hand it to him on the reverse, and most importantly, he moves the sticks and gets another fresh set of downs.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This time, he's got his man. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. His drive will open from the 15. Give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Got his man quickly. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Strickland. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them.
Turning it on! They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Lost a throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Off the play fake on 1st down, lost the throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Finds his big tight end. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Lost a throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle, it's Grohl. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. When you reach reached this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think goes a long way in who wins this one.
They boot it away on 4th down. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. He'll keep it himself. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Strickland. Looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
To the air on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Creates a little space. There he goes. Inside the touchdown Ducks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off.
USC 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Strickland. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Grove.
Pass interference. Defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. It's a draw. Makes a man miss. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. With the catch, it's Roy. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting of those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
Back to pass, it's Strickland. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Ducks will hustle to the line.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in, it's Grove. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Makes the grab. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Second down coming up.
Wants to throw. It's Strickland. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks!
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
USC 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. It's a draw. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Second down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. He makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking downfield, it's Strickland. Unloads it left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
Will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you. And at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Looking for a man. It's Strickland. Quick strike complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And the Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Now the play fake. Makes the grab over the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs.
Good enough for first down.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And the Trojans trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he got loose. Ripping through the defense. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. From the gun, the running back has it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. They're going to ride this running back.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
He's got an open man. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Looking to throw, it's Strickland. Got his man. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Out of bounds at the 43. And that's good enough for a first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Wants to throw it. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
On to attempt the try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off.
The give to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Strickland. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Ducks line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out quickly. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Quickly complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Strickland. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ivory. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Going for the marker on the ground. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Dropping back, it's Strickland. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Shows him the stiff arm. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. It'll be a draw. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably wouldn't quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to pass, it's Strickland. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.